welcome back. Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders are one of the most overlooked groups in higher education. For the past 2 decades, a nonprofit group called the APIA Scholars has been working to help reduce financial obstacles and increase access to higher education for this underrecognized group, which also consists of historically underserved subgroups.
Yeah, this interview coming just in time because a lot of seniors out there are about to graduate and considering kind of what their next step in their education may be. May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and joining us now is Noelle Harmon, the President and Executive Director of APIA Scholars. Welcome, Noelle.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Let's start with this question. Tell us more about the community that you serve and, of course, why it's important to represent this group, especially during the Heritage Month.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we're super excited for the upcoming celebration month. We are a really big community, one of the nation's fastest growing communities at 25 million strong. We represent 48 different ethnicities and we speak over 300 different languages. So very diverse, very vibrant, and we're excited to have an opportunity to uplift the community.
Yeah, certainly. What challenges, Noelle, does this group face in higher education?
Yeah, so the biggest challenge that we continue to face is the model minority myth, which you might have heard about or heard of. It's really this idea that Asians are all the same, which is ludicrous, and obviously we're not. It is also this idea that we're all doing really well, very successful, and that there's no need in our community, when the reality is that the Asian community receives less than 1% of philanthropic dollars that are out there. And so it's really important for us to continue to raise awareness about the myth itself and to really help try and dispel it.
Sure.
Certainly, yeah, raising awareness, very important. What else is being done to help the community overcome these challenges?
So our organization is 20 years strong. We have been around since 2003, and in that time have distributed over 150 million in scholarships to around 8,600 students. And so we are really just very excited to continue to do that work into the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And we teased this a little bit earlier, Noelle. Of course, graduation season is upon us, so we know that students are trying to decide kind of what their next step is going to be. Maybe you can speak to the impact that APIA Scholars have had since the organization was founded 20 years ago.
Yeah, so not only do we offer the scholarships, we offer programming and support services to support students through college. We also have been at the forefront of important research to disaggregate data so that we can look at the differences that students are experiencing within those different ethnicities that I mentioned before. And another big area of impact for us is just raising awareness about our community in general so that we can have a seat at the table. We're often overlooked or sort of invisible and are not invited to sit at the table. But that's something that's really important to us is to, make sure that we're helping students lift their voices and that we're doing our part at the national level to do the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we let you go, Noelle, what's maybe the most important takeaway that you'd like to leave with us today and maybe how we can help the community?
Yeah, well, we give about 3.5 million in scholarships annually, and that meets only 6% of the need. 6% of the applicants receive a scholarship. So sharing out about us, our website is apiascholars.org, so that we can direct students to our resources, including our scholarships, and it's pretty straightforward on our website how to apply for those.
Perfect. Noelle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.